I'm sure mahilig kayo sa street food, pero yung gagawin natin ngayon, pang international level kasi gagawa tayo ng isang Thai street food specialty, ang Pad Thai.
Simpol, luto na
So, sisimulan na natin yung ating Pad Thai. Ano yung kailangan? First, we need a rice noodle. So, we're using flat rice noodles at isusok natin siya sa warm water. Maligamgam na tubig. Huwag niyong pakuluan kasi it's going to be mushy. So, you just soak it in warm water until it's tender and pliant. Yan, nakikita niyo. Yan. So, we just leave that there. Ang second na gagawin natin ay gagawin na natin yung ating sauce. So, basically, ang flavor talaga niya is talagang sobrang balance. So, there's sweet, sour, spicy, salty. So, we will use Thai fish sauce. Importante yung Thai fish sauce yung gagamitin natin para makuha talaga natin yung aroma ng Pad Thai. Yan. So, we dilute it in water. And what do we do next? We add our sweetness. So, ano yung pang sweet natin? We will just use sugar. So, we add sugar. For guys asking for the recipe, you just check the caption on the post above. And we will use pangpaasim. What we will do, we will use 3 kinds of pampaasim. So first is vinegar. So we're just using plain vinegar, white vinegar, or distilled vinegar. Yan. And we also use a little bit of lime or calamansi. In this case, wala akong lime. I'm using calamansi. Around 1 tablespoon din ng calamansi. And lastly, kasi traditionally, it uses tamarind, no? Sampalok. In this case, for convenience, we will use just powdered sinigang mix, no? Sinigang powder, sampalok, just plain sinigang. And we mix it all together. And to achieve the spiciness of our Pad Thai, we will add a little bit of sriracha. So, sriracha is just like yung hot sauce, no? It's a Thai hot sauce. We add it, oh. So, we achieve that color. Look at that, no? Very easy to do. Yan. Mix everything up. So, ready na yung ating sauce. No? We just pour that. Yan. Make sure that everything is well incorporated. So, dapat ito, masarap na siya. Balance na siya. And now, we begin to saute. No? So, we're heating up our pan. So, we're using like a wok so that we can toss the noodles when we're cooking. It has to be hot. So, you just add oil. A little bit of oil, and we saute. Firstly, to add a more seafood flavor, we add hibe or dried shrimp. And when the oil is hot enough, we add our hibe. Ayan. Saute. We add our garlic, a little bit of garlic. Let's not burn the garlic, ha? Be careful that you don't burn the garlic. Then we add our chicken breast. So we have a chicken breast cut into strips. Ayan. So, amoy na amoy ko na yung hibe dito. Then, we add our tofu. So, here I have diced tofu, which I already fried. So, pinirito ko na siya para hindi siya mag-break, no? Hindi siya mamash. And lastly, sa ating gisa, we add our shrimp. So, we're using sustainably caught prawns. Ito, medyo malaki yung gamit natin na prawns. The shrimp is beginning to change color and the chicken is almost done also. Now, we add our noodles. So, we just drain the noodles. So, yung gusto natin, firm yung noodles at saka hindi siya watery. Moist siya pero hindi siya watery, hindi siya basa-basa, hindi siya soupy. The Pad Thai is not meant to be soupy. Yung rice noodles absorbs a lot of liquid. So, once our noodles has begun to soften, we add our sauce, our pre-mixed sauce. It's very easy to do. Just pour it and let it cook. Yeah, let it absorb everything. So you see that the noodles is slowly absorbing all the liquid that we added. Be sure that hindi siya soupy, no? So as soon as the noodles absorb the liquid, the sauce that we made, we put it aside and we crack 2 eggs. Tingnan mo, we let the egg set a little. Hindi natin siya minix agad. We break the yolk, but we allow the eggs to set. Yan, nag-set na siya. We toss our Pad Thai noodles. Make a well at the center, and we add our vegetables. So we have a little bit of bean sprouts, toge, peanuts, crushed peanuts, and a little bit of scallions or chives. So kuchay is garlic chives. But now we're using also spring onions kasi wala tayong makuhang garlic chives, and we just toss and it's done. Look, so quick. And are you ready for our pad thai? Just continue watching our show and I'm sure marami kayong matutunan, hindi lang Filipino dishes, but also dishes from all over the world na patok sa Pinoy. Kaya here it is, our pad thai Simpol! Nagustuhan niyo ba ang video na to? Please share para lalong dumaming ating mga kasimpol. And don't forget to subscribe to our Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram accounts.